Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Routledge History of Literature in English part 26. So let's dive in the world of literature. Today we'll be covering the Gothic and the Sublime. So the first writer is Edmund Burke. He wrote Philosophical Inquiry into the Origin of Our Ideas of the Sublime and the Beautiful, written between 1757 and 1759. Now comes Horace Walpole. He wrote The Castle of Otranto in 1764. Horace Walpole was son of the Prime Minister Sir Robert Walpole, and this work was the first of this kind, and the subgenre has flourished ever since. Now comes Matthew Lewis. He wrote The Monk in 1796. Peter Ackroyd wrote the novel Chatterton in 1987. The Gothic novel's immediate widespread popularity in the hands of such accomplished writers as Anne Radcliffe can be seen in the fact that parodies of the form became common. Jane Austen's first mature novel, Northanger Abbey, written between 1798 and 1803, published in 1818, sets out to take a critical but affectionate perspective on the mysteries of Udolpho, written in 1794 by Anne Radcliffe. Now comes Clara Reeve. She wrote The Old English Baron in 1777, and she also wrote The Champion of Virtue, a Gothic story, in 1778. And Clara Reeve's critical study in dialogue form, her work The Progress of Romance, published in 1785, is interesting as one of the comparatively few analyses of the novel by a novelist in this period. Now comes Charlotte Dacre. She wrote The Zofloya or the Moor in 1806. Now comes Thomas Love Peacock. He also mocks the Gothic in Nightmare Abbey in 1818 and Grill Grange in 1860 and 1861, written at a distance of more than 40 years, but aspects of the Gothic continue to appear throughout the mainstream Victorian novel. Now comes Mary Shelley. She wrote Frankenstein in 1818, one of the well-known and famous novel. Now comes Bram Stoker. He wrote Dracula in 1897. Frankenstein was inspired, the story goes, by an evening which Mary Shelley spent with the poets Byron and Shelley and their friend John Polidori on the shores of Lake Geneva in 1816. All four of them were to write something supernatural. Byron and Shelley incorporated the ideas into poems. Polidori wrote The Vampire, published in 1818, a story which started a long line of vampire tales in English. Now comes William Beckford. He wrote Gothic in 1786. Now comes Thomas Moore. He wrote The Lalla Rookh in 1817. If you have any doubts or query, you can ask me in the comment section below, or you can even message me in the social media IDs that are given below in the description box. And do share the video to all those who wants to be the part of this literary journey. So that's all for today's video. Thank you and signing out.